Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today on our 2018 Ford F-350, we're going to be checking out the B&W Patriot sliding fifth wheel. So when it comes to picking out a fifth wheel, it can be kind of challenging actually. You know, there's just so many of them out on the market. And this one, the Patriot here, is going to work real well for those of you that have a short bed. And I say that because when it comes to pulling a fifth wheel trailer with a short bed, a lot of times you can cut it real close when it comes to cab corner clearance. So I don't know if any of you yourself or maybe known a friend or something that has ran into that before, where they kind of forget about it. They make a real sharp turn and that camper or whatever trailer you're pulling damages your truck cab corner there. And who wants that, right? Another big headache you got to deal with. Or maybe you've cut it really close before, because it's probably easy to do. So that's where a slider like this is going to come into play. Whenever you're making them really tight turns, you can get out. So obviously you have to know this turn's approaching, but usually you will, right? How often are you just swinging super sharp turns kind of on the fly? But whenever you're ready to slide it back, you can pull up this lever. It's going to unlock it and click it in quite a bit ways further back actually. And that's going to give you that extra clearance that you need to make those super sharp turns and not have to worry about everything colliding up there. And then obviously when you're done, you unlock it and snap it back into place. So I think this one's kind of cool, even though you have to get out and do it. You know, unless you're making turns like that all the time or going through city streets or something, you're probably going to get out and do it once or twice, maybe your whole trip, right? And to me, I kind of like the fact that it locks in, you know, and you're going to be the one who decides when it unlocks. For those of you that aren't looking to do that, there are auto sliders available, and they're pretty cool. They work really well too. I know Demco makes one, the auto slider, I believe it's called, and that one's just going to do it. It's going to sense that more or less and slide automatically for you. But you know, with that said, you're putting your faith in it. So, you know, this one, you're going to know it works whenever you get out and hit it. You'll hear it go back, and you're going to have the confidence to make that tight turn. One of the things that I really like about this one is how just smooth it works, right? And chances are pretty good. If you've been doing any towing, you've heard of the B&W name. They make a really nice product. Just about anything of theirs you can't go wrong with. I'm a big fan of them. This is no different. This particular hitch is going to be rated for 18,000 pounds, so quite a bit of weight. Just be sure not to exceed that, and of course never exceed your truck's weight capacity as well. If we take a look in here too, so whenever you back up to your trailer and it you know, connects to your kingpin, this is a dual jaw. I mean, super thick steel. It's going to do a good job of holding on and keeping everything together, no doubt about it. Something that is really easy too. So I know a lot of people, when they put these hitches in the bed of their truck, they really don't feel like taking them out because they're super heavy, right? And it's just kind of, it's not super fun to do. This one, the head comes off, so you have these two handles here, and so you can pull this head off real easy. And I mean, it saves quite a bit of weight. So if you are going to pull the hitch out, at least you can grab this and take it off and save your back a little bit, you know, kind of split it up into two different deals there. But I guess while this is out of the way, might as well look at these. So these are the arms, I guess you could call them, where your head's going to rest on. Super thick steel again. You can adjust them. So I have ours set in the middle right now. You can bring them down lower, bring them up higher. Let's say if you have a lifted truck or something, you can lower these down, or if you got a toolbox back here, you can raise them up. Whatever the case may be, at least you have some type of adjustment. And you know, you can also actually position these in a different manner as well, so they're actually pivoted back. So my thought was, in a short bed, probably try to get as much clearance as we can so you can run them that way. If you don't need that though, you can always switch sides and keep them a little more straight, but totally up to you. So you have quite a bit of adjustment there. And if you are ready to put the head back on, super easy. Hold by the handles, just essentially plops down into place. That's really all there is to it. So the hitch is going to work with a lot of different types of fifth wheel rails, kind of your standard run-of-the-mill fifth wheel rails. It's going to drop right into place. We actually have the B&W above bed rails in our truck today, but that's not to say it won't work with other manufacturers. Chances are pretty good if you have a relatively modern fifth wheel rail kit here, this is going to drop into place. So if your truck already has one or something like that, probably work. If you're going to be doing everything at the same time, I would definitely recommend these B&W rails. I actually put these in today and they fit really well. I was actually really impressed with them, and it kind of just makes sense too, just to have everything matching, at least in my opinion. But other than that, you know, really nice hitch, if especially for those of you that have the short bed. If you guys, some of you have a long bed, like I said, you probably don't need to worry about a slider. They make essentially hitches that are the same, if not just a little bit different, that are stationary, that you could always check out too. So, you know, at the end of the day, really well made, easy to use, and should last you a long time. So really can't ask too much more out of it. And that'll finish up our look at of the B&W Patriot sliding fifth wheel on our 2018 Ford F-350.